Good morning and welcome to Beginner's HIIT. So we will wait, we will sit and wait for people to join us. I've just started a few minutes early. Class due to start in around 3 minutes. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Amy. Hopefully we'll have a few people joining us today, see what it's all about. Good morning, Pam. So my name is Simone. Hello, Michelle. My name's Simone and I am here today. So you may have seen HIIT classes being advertised, had a look at them and thought, wow, they look a little bit scary. This is going to be just as good for fat burn, if not better, because we're going to stay in an aerobic zone. So our heart rate is going to be elevated throughout, but we're not going to be using explosive moves. So we're not relying on any sort of muscle energy. So we're going to work our muscles, but we're going to get all of our energy and fuel from fat. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so the exercises that you see today, if you can do them, you might want to go on and do a full HIIT class afterwards. The periods of time are going to be the same as in a HIIT class, and the periods of rest are going to be the same, but the exercises are going to be modified slightly just to take out the jump, to take out any runs. Morning, Helen. How are you? You still doing your Tai Chi? You should come and run a Tai Chi class for us while you're off. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left and then I will read you the them rules and regulations. Make sure that you don't need any weights, you just literally need your body weight and a drink, and that's about it. Anyone got anything interesting to tell me? It's all pretty quiet here today. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Bridget. Right, I think we've got 1 minute to go, so I'm going to get the music set up. And then we can get on with it. How many workouts you've done already today, Gail? 4? Right, it is 9 o'clock. Let's get cracking. So welcome to Beginner's HIIT. Don't think that we won't be working hard. We're going to be working good and hard, but we're not going to... 2 already, Gail. But we're not going to be doing any jumps or any explosive moves. So anyone with any injuries or illnesses should still consult a doctor prior to starting this workout. If you haven't done any workouts and you're just about to get into exercise, this is a good one to start with, but just make sure that you've got the thumbs up from the doctor. So be particularly careful with online workouts, as we can't see you to correct your form, so don't do anything dodgy. If it feels wrong, stop. And neither myself or Two Riversmeet Leisure Centre will accept any responsibility for injuries sustained as a result of doing this workout. Alright gang, so let's get warmed up. We're going to set the timer and we're going to be working in 30-second intervals all the way through. For this first warm-up we've got 6 moves and we're going to do them twice through, so get marching. What I'm going to try and do throughout is explain to you what the exercise would be if it was a regular HIIT class as well, so you can see the differences and perhaps it's not quite as scary as you thought and you'd be ready to progress to HIIT. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer and we're just going to start with a knee raise. Okay, 30 seconds have started, so we're going to get a knee raise. Now, if this was a standard HIIT class, we'd be doing a double bounce, but we're going to stay low impact today, so one foot is going to be on the floor the whole time. Good, core tight, get those knees nice and high. Okay, so that is our 30-second timer. So now we're going to take a big lunge back and we're going to twist to open and come back and stand up. Other leg, lunge back, sink low, twist to open and up. If you can, pick up the pace, twist, woo! No balance this morning, up, step back, twist to open. Okay, now this is called an inchworm and it's used throughout all of our HIIT classes. So I want you to just bend down on the floor, walk out, have a good stretch, walk back in and reach up tall. In a regular HIIT class, we'd probably add a press up at the bottom, but nice and controlled. Good, finish the move. And we're going to go into some nice gentle squats. So feet shoulder width apart, toes turn slightly out, down and up. The adaptation for HIIT would be to do a little mini squat jump at this point. But today, we're going to get a great squat. Okay, so in some Criss-Cross Jacks, we punch across, leg out, bring it back in. So you're punching up, across a diagonal. In HIIT, we'd be doing Criss-Cross Jacks. HIIT actually isn't as scary as it sounds, and you can modify all the exercises. Good, okay, and finally onto some butt kicks. Just get that heel right up, kick your own butt. If you're in my class, I'd be kicking it for you. So we go through those 6 exercises again, but we're gonna do them a little bit faster, because we want the heart rate right up. So we're gonna go back to that march. Good, legs right up this time. Try and get a little crunch in. Keep the core tight, crunch in as you bring the knee. Good, looking up to pick up the pace now, team. It's so tempting for me to start jumping about, but I have to rein it in. Good. Big lunge back, open and close, and back up. Let's get that back knee right down. And we've got those inchworms coming up next, where we bend down to the floor and walk out. Okay, good. So keeping your chin up, bend down, touch the floor with your fingertips, walk out, bit of a stretch, walk back in and reach. Sometimes it's quite nice to take out the crazy, slow it down and just focus on the moves. Good. Finish it off and then we're into the Criss-Cross Jacks. Cross. Good. Try and beat the beat. Should should be feeling nice and warm now. Ready for squats? Good, straight down and up.
Rest.
If you can, as you come up onto your toes. Woo! I haven't been drinking this morning, honestly. And for the final 30 seconds of the warm-up, we kick butt.
Rest.
My trousers keep falling down today. Okay, let's open and close the chest while we're doing this. So after these are done, you're going to have another 30-second rest. Grab a drink, and we're going to move to our blocks of work. We've got 4 blocks of work, each with 4 exercises, and we do each exercise 3 times 3. So this is your break, and we're going to move on to the actual work. So your first exercise, which you're going to do for 30 seconds, is skaters. We step to the side, lean forward as much as you can, take a step to the side, and lean forward. Obviously in HIIT we take it up to a jump, which you can try if you like, but if you want to keep it low impact. Deep breath, step, now lean forward out of your comfort zone, reach down, lift that back leg up, big step to the side, reach. Swing the arms. These exercises, usually the first time through you think, oh, these are fairly easy. It's when you do them again and again. Okay, so this is an elastic band pull. Okay, so you grab an elastic band here. I want you to pivot round to the side, pull open, and come back. To the side, pull that band open and back. Let's go a bit quicker, down and up. If you want the regular HIIT version, it's a jump, pull. Good. Okay, now, so you've got a reverse lunge, but this time I want you to pulse it. Just stay down, one side for a full 30 seconds. Remember which leg you're on, because you don't want to do the other one again. You don't want to do the same one again next time. Come on, get low, get that back knee down. Good, now we're going to move to the side. It's a side shuffle. So just move to the side and we're going to do a walking burpee. Hands down, legs back, legs in, and up. Shuffle to the side, hands down, legs back, legs in, and up. Shuffle to the side, hands down, legs back, in, and up. Keep it going, your break is coming. Good. So if this is your first HIIT class, you have just done a full set. And we're going to do those again now after a 30-second break. Take in all the air, get your heart rate down. Round 2 of skaters. You've got about another 10 seconds rest. Good, skaters, to the side, lean forward, out of your comfort zone. Brilliant for the core, these ones. Ready for the reverse lunge? Other leg to what you did before. Good, step back.
Rest.
Can't remember which one I did now.
Work.
Down and pulse. Then we're going to do the elastic band side squats. We'll ignore the fact that I just missed them out. And I'm adding them back in now. Good, so up, standing.
Rest.
Get your elastic band, pull out,
Work.
squat low, bum back, back in. So every time you go down, you're opening up. Opening up the chest like you're pulling an elastic band across your chest. Finishing off with that tough one, the side shuffle, walking, burpee. To the side, arms down, legs back, legs in, come up, stay low. Just take your time, get it right. No need to rush. Good. Enjoy your break. 30 seconds. We do them once more through. Another 15 seconds. Fat melting off right now. You ready for those skaters? 3, 2, 1. Into skater, reach.
Rest. Work.
Come on, skate, skate, finish it off. You've only got 5 seconds left. Okay, into that elastic band squat, pull and up.
Work.
So to avoid twisting your knee, pivot your whole body round to the side, down and back up. With the reverse lunges, we'll do 15 on each side. 15 seconds. Good. Step back into a reverse lunge and just pulse it out. In a HIIT class, we'd come off the floor, sink down, up and down. Good, let's switch legs. Boing, boing, bouncy, bouncy. Into that side shuffle to walking burpee, sink down, shuffle across, hands down, up. Well done. You have 1 full minute recovery now, and we'll move on to set 2. Try and keep moving. Grab a drink. Okay. We're going to take up the heart rate a little bit more now. 30 seconds more recovery. I'm going to start doing some agility work. So agility is nice and fast, nice and light. So we're going to start with fast feet. So our legs go nice and wide. I'm going to sink down and we're just going to run in and out with the legs. The whole time the core is engaged and you're starting to get into that squat position. So coming down low. You ready? Sink down, in, out with the legs.
Work.
Put your hands up like this if you like. For some reason that helps me. So running in and out. In here, this would be in and out of tires. But this is, we're going to stay with this for today. Good. Moving on to some shoulder work. Down into a plank position. And let's get one leg up.
Work.
Now you're going to sink down through the hips and return it back to plank. Switch legs. Bring it up. Hips down. Return it back to plank. In HIIT, these would be jumping spider lunges. But today, we're going to stick to the low impact version. Make sure your hands aren't out here and that your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Good, up we get. Now this is called a soccer juggle. Knee, knee, heel, heel. 30 seconds. Knee, knee, heel, heel. In HIIT, it would be the jumping version. But today, nice, and the final exercise is a split slam. So you put one leg back, you slam down the wrist as if you're slamming a basketball down. Switch hands, slam. Power from the shoulder down. Higher intensity version would be split slams, jumping. Come on, bang that ball down onto the floor. Get your shoulder round. Nice. So those are your 4 exercises for agility. 30 seconds rest. And we're back with those fast feet. If at any point you want to try the HIIT version, go for it. Fast feet, in and out. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Work.
Reminder to take it up. You're going in and out of tires. In and out. Good, we're going to go for those spider lunges. Down into a plank position, leg forward, sink it, back to plank. You need to bring that heel right to the outside of your hand and press down through the hips. Each time returning to that nice plank. Up into a soccer juggle, knee, knee, heel, heel.
Work.
Bring your knee up high. Ready for the split slams? Good, leg back, slam it down.
Rest. Work.
Come on, show me that shoulder, give me some power in the slam. Core should feel every slam as it braces to take the intensity. Perfect.
Rest.
Once more through.
Work.
10 seconds to fast feet. Last round. 3, 2, 1. Show me. As fast as you can, in and out.
Work.
Squeeze those butt cheeks when you're doing it. Ready for the spider lunges. Down we go.
Rest. Work.
Soccer juggle, knee, knee, heel, heel.
Rest. Work.
Make everyone count as a crunch. Knee, knee, heel, heel. So maybe next week, when we do this again, if you get all the way through this one, into those split slams, you may think I'm just going to try some of the HIIT adaptations next week, using these other low intensity moves, low impact, as a backup. Have a very well-deserved 1 minute rest.
Work.
Okay, we're going to start to use the arms a bit more now. Saying that, we're actually starting with the leg exercise. So we're going to go into a nice wide sumo squat pulse. This is the widest pulse you can do, and your toes are going to be turned right out. Good, get those legs wide,
Rest.
toes out,
Work.
sink down. Good, pulse it out. Now while you're here, I want you to lift one heel, drop it down. Lift one heel, drop it down. Heel lift, drop. Other side, heel lift, drop. Nice. Now down into a plank position.
Rest.
And I want you to raise one leg at a time. So squeeze the glutes and just raise one leg, put it down. Now I'm going to turn it into a little march. So it's fast. March those legs nice and straight. Feet flexed. Okay, you ready? Couldn't get out of it. Toe push-ups, I'm afraid. Onto the knees. Hands wide. Down and up. Come on, chest right down to the floor. You know what the adaptation is, it would be to go to toes. But stay with knees today. And the final exercise, we go from a squat into a front kick. Squat, other leg, front kick. back as you kick. Show me the bottom of that shoe. Doing brilliant. Well done. 30 seconds rest. We do them again. If you're sitting watching these and not actually joining in, it looks a lot easier than it is actually. Okay, so sumo squat pulses, into position, legs out, toes turned out, sink down. We pulse, heel lift, drop it. Heel lift, drop it. Other side. Come on, get a good bounce going on at the bottom. Gonna go down into those, oh, sorry, one sec. Down into those planks now, and raise each leg behind you, march it out. Come on, the move is coming from your glutes. Lift and squeeze. Down into push-ups from your knees, hands wide, fingertips go out, 45 degrees. Sometimes just lowering the intensity makes you focus more on your form and you get a better workout. Lovely. Squat to knee raise.
Work.
Leg kick. I can't sing at the best of times, let alone when I'm trying to do exercise as well. Nice. One round left. And then we've just got abs to do. Okay, sumo squat pulse, down and lift.
Work.
Down into that plank, leg lift.
Rest. Work.
Into the push-ups, last time.
Rest.
Fingers wide.
Work.
Come on, I'm in it with you. Keep them smooth. So as soon as you're up, start going down again. squat to knee raise. Squat, I say knee raise because it's on my bit of paper. It's a kick. So we just have abs to come. And rather than do a set format, we're going to try out some of the exercises that we do in the HIIT class because they're all low impact. So I'm going to show you about 8 different exercises now.
Rest.
They're all on the floor.
Work.
So let's move this camera down. Grab yourself a drink, get comfy. Oh, I've gone wonky. So these are the same exercises that we do in a HIIT class because they're not high intensity particularly. They're hard work though. Okay, so we're going to start off with a V-sit hold. It's a nice isometric hold. Try and get your heels off the floor and hold your hands out to the side. Lean back, lift the chin. So the HIIT version, your legs would be up and your arms would be up. But we're going to try and just practice this hold. Good, stay there. Breathe through.
Rest.
Good, now this is called a glory sit-up. Your feet go on the floor, reach up to the sky, lie down slowly, and your hands go over your head and touch the floor. Sit up, reach up, back in, and down. Nice. In the HIIT version, our heels come off the floor, and we're usually holding a weight or we go faster. Let's just try a few more of these.
Work.
Perfect. Let's work the lower abs. I want you to get your hands behind you and lean back onto them nice and comfy. Knees draw in and then out, and you stretch down. So crunch in, lean back, straighten the legs, in and out.
Rest. Work.
Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, have a quick break. Abs should be feeling that. So we'll move on to some Russian twists now. Heels down on the floor. Clasp your hands together. I want you to twist the whole of your chest over and put your hands down on the floor next to your hip. Back over. Good. So you need to use your core to twist your chest across. Keep it up.
Rest. Work.
I'm ignoring that timer. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Over onto your front, onto your knees and toes. So we're going to reach the opposite arm and leg out and lift. Really pull out. So that back leg, when you think you've got it up high, take it that little bit higher. When the front arm is out, make sure it feels like someone's pulling on it. Now let's switch. Awesome. You've done it.
Work.
Brilliant work. Let me pause the timer. first HIIT class ever. Congratulations. Not quite as scary as it looks, is it? Let's have a cool down. So we're going to go with nice wide legs, toes turned out and sink down, stretch your inner thigh. So give me some feedback. Was that what you thought it was going to be? Was it harder? Was it easier? Lovely. Now pivot round to the side and we're going to get a hip flexor stretch. So we're stretching all down here. Lovely. And over to the other side, sink down. Good. Pivot, sink. Let's get the hips square. Now hinge forward towards me. Lift your tailbone, getting a nice stretch right down the back of your legs. Good. Walk the feet together. You might want to hold onto a wall. Let's get a quad stretch. And switch. Ooh. Great. Chest stretch. Clasp the hands together. Try and lift them up behind you. Now clasp the hands in front, hug a tree. Super, let's take a deep breath. And out, and another one of those. Well done. Just loosen up the shoulders. Give yourselves a big clap. I hope you enjoyed that. Please give me feedback, because that's how we get better. It was lovely training with you today, and if you're staying on for Lou's session, have a great workout. And I will see you tomorrow, if you feel like it, for legs, bums and tums at 9 o'clock. See you soon. Have a great weekend if I don't see you before. Bye.